Alright, if you are into live streaming or recording podcast, you've probably asked yourself this: what's the best way to get pro-level streams without needing a huge setup? Whether you are streaming solo or running a multi-cam podcast, I've got something that might just be a game changer for you. It is the brand new Hollyland VenusLiv version 2 or VenusLiv. How would you pronounce it? But spoiler alert, the version 2 isn't just better, but it's actually cheaper than the version 1. So we are going to compare the two too. So let's dive into how this camera setup can level up your streaming and podcasting setup. Let's get started, but first, intro. What's up everyone, Peter here. Let's tackle finding the best camera setup for streaming and recording podcasts, and guys, I think I found it. It is the Hollyland VenusLiv V2. While many of us would look at mirrorless cameras from Sony or Canon, there just might be a better price-value ratio product specifically for these needs. So, if you are looking for a simple, powerful camera that instantly gets the job done without any hassle, this could be it, the perfect solution. Before I share my favorite use cases that are not discussed in the YouTube sphere, by the way, let's see how the version 2 stacks up against the original VenusLiv and why the V2 is the camera you should be eyeing, especially if you want a pro setup without breaking the bank. Let's start with the basics. You want to stream or record a podcast or even have a pro-level setup for calls and even recording videos like this one, right? All this in one. What you need is a camera that offers great video quality, ease of use, and can handle multiple platforms even without external dongles and accessories. That's exactly what the VenusLiv delivers, and the version 2 took it to the next level in terms of operation and ease of use. So, right out of the bat, one-touch streaming is a key feature in both models, but the version 2 has a way easier and streamlined process. Instead of finding and hustling around with setups, you can start streaming instantly on platforms like Instagram or TikTok without needing capture cards or dongles, with literally just a tap on the 5-inch flip-out screen, touchscreen. And if you are running a podcast, this means that you can get straight to the conversation without worrying about technical hiccups and streaming to multiple platforms at once. Now, let's compare this with the OG version, which also has a 5-inch touchscreen display and can do streaming, but doesn't have pre-installed apps and the seamless integration with popular platforms. You had to set things up manually, which can take a little more time, and if you are on a schedule or running a live show or just don't want the hustle, time is money.
Time is money, friends.
Say you are running a 3-person podcast with multiple camera angles, switching between shots of you and your guest. The version 2 offers some killer upgrades that can make it perfect for this kind of work. The HDMI output now supports 4K 60p, giving you higher quality streams and smoother transitions compared to the original versions that is limited to Full HD output. The bump in resolution is a big deal if you are aiming for that professional level of streaming, even if you are done sampling to Full HD. Plus, let's talk about the RTMP multi-platform streaming on the V2. If you are streaming your podcast to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, you can do it with the version 2 right out of the box, while the first version was limited to only one platform unless you used an extra third-party software and hardware, which means more hassle. Plus, the version 2's 12 megapixel 4K sensor with 1.4 aperture gives you better low light performance and superior depth of field. While lighting is also super important, and I will recommend you the lights I use later, but if you are recording in a studio or a home setup that doesn't have an ideal lighting, the version 2 will keep your video looking more crisp and clear, where the version 1 might struggle a bit in low light situation. Now, let's look at some of the new features thanks to the new Holy OS. It truly makes the version 2 shine for podcasting and streaming, but even for recording. First up, color correction and skin beautification is built in. The version 2 allows you to fine-tune these settings with ease, while the original version didn't offer this level of control out of the box, meaning you would have to do it in post-production or third-party software to achieve the same result, which is quite a hassle with live productions. The version 2 also comes with an automatic and built-in green screen removal, which is a game changer if you want to add virtual backgrounds to your streams or podcasts without needing extra equipment. Imagine swapping out a boring backdrop with something more engaging or generated feel to engage your viewers. It is perfect for podcast studios that want to mix things up. If you like these advanced features, show it by smashing the like button. And if this is not enough, here is another big win for the version 2. Faster autofocus. Both models feature fast hybrid autofocus, but the second generation's upgraded sensor and software makes it noticeably faster and, more importantly, way more accurate. If you are moving around, talking to guests, or just want smoother transitions between shots, the new version handles it effortlessly. In comparison, the original VenusLiv can sometimes feel a bit sluggish when switching between focus points, which might leave you with blurry moments in your stream. And here is one other thing that Other didn't really mention. It can also be great for B-rolls like top-down shots. I actually switched my unboxing camera setup, and now a VenusLiv sits in a top-down angle, and it is way easier just to start using it whenever I need it. And plus, if you do a live stream by yourself but want to show your desk either for unboxing, or if you are a gamer showing your controllers or peripherals, it is a great way to switch between angles or do picture-in-picture. Okay, what else? The cooling system has also been improved in the version 2. The new heat dissipation mechanism allows for non-stop streaming without overheating issues. This is crucial if you are doing longer podcast episodes or live streams that last for hours. This is more important than you think, since not only the original version of VenusLiv didn't have as efficient cooling system, nor do the mirrorless cameras. So that's also an underrated point, that not only you don't have limit in recordings, but you can trust the VenusLiv version 2 to just work for hours, so you don't need to keep an eye on how long you were recording to avoid any overheating or limit problems. Now, what if you want to go all out and use multiple cameras, let's say for your podcast? The version 2 is perfect for multi-camera setups. You can use one camera as the main shot, another for close-ups, and even add another angle for top-down shots, for example. Plus, you can stream and record everything at the same time, either internally thanks to the SD card slot, or by connecting it to your computer and saving it directly to it. Now, my question to you is, how would you see yourself leveraging this, and what is your current go-to setup? Let me know in the comment sections. As for me, my final verdict comes with a wild ending. The VenusLiv version 2 is priced at $949, while the original version still costs $990. So you are getting all these upgrades: better autofocus, 4K output, enhanced color correction, multi-platform streaming, and improved heat dissipation for a lower price than the original V1. This is one of those rare cases where the sequel is not only better but also more affordable. And if we add mirrorless cameras to the picture, which are not ideal for streaming and podcasting due to overheating and lacking internal operation system features, the Hollyland VenusLiv version 2 is the clear winner in my opinion. So, if you are serious about live streaming or running a podcast, the Hollyland VenusLiv V2 is honestly a no-brainer choice. It's faster, smarter, and cheaper than the V1 and other options, with all the tools you need to produce high-quality content. Whether you are just starting out or looking to upgrade your current setup, this is the camera that can handle it all. So, now that you are set on the image front, The next two things you should take care of is sound and lighting. If you want to grow your setup in the Hollyland ecosystem, you could directly connect the Lark mics via USB-C. But if you want something more advanced, I've got you covered. So why don't you check out these videos about the best talking head microphones and interview lighting setups. If you found this video helpful, you will find those ones as well. Plus, I share with you my entire experience and the things to watch out for. Don't forget to like, subscribe with the bell as well, since I have tons of content coming up. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, maybe in this. Click. Bye.